Winston Churchill was hated, mocked, and ignored before he became a hero. When the world was collapsing during the Second World War, he thrived. He thrived because he leveraged his dark side. And I'll share 3 lessons from Churchill's World War II strategy that you can apply in growing your business. During the Second World War, while everyone was doubting Churchill, he stayed convinced in the plan he had. Even this conviction he had in the plan, he was able to transfer this conviction in the entire UK population to fight. And even his strategy that was not popular back then, he refused to bend from other sides. He knew that his approach will be successful and he had full conviction in the plan. And we can argue that if he didn't have this conviction, the world would be completely different right now because of his efforts during the Second World War. We live in the world right now. And that was Churchill. But nowadays, most coaches, they change their strategy every single week. They're not convinced and they cannot stick with one strategy for a long period. They get one piece of advice from this person, they watch another YouTube video, then they change their strategy, then they get advice from their mentor, and then they change the strategy again, and again. And the harsh reality is that if you don't hold your ground, if you don't have firm conviction in your current strategy, you never thrive in your business. And I get it. You probably don't have this confidence and firm belief in your strategy because you don't know if it will work. It's not proven. And because your strategy is not proven, you cannot have strength in chaos, which is the second lesson from Churchill. He had strength during this chaotic time for the World War II. Imagine sticking to one plan in this chaotic time, and right now you can't stick to one strategy when everything is peaceful. Churchill himself was the best under pressure. He thrived during this wartime. And most coaches, just because they don't have the right plan, they cannot thrive under this chaos, which is the fundamental of your business problems right now. You don't have the right plan, therefore you can't stick with this plan for a long period, which is why you're not succeeding. And I don't want you to worry, because I have helped more than 100 coaches by now get paying clients for their businesses. Even one of my biggest success story is Liam, who went from $3,000 to $25,000 a month just by following the plan that I built for him. And if you want a similar plan that can thrive under chaotic times, of course, backed up with my support and knowledge, click the first link in the description to apply and get my help. And let me also share the third lesson from Churchill, which is sacrifice before comfort. Churchill at that time gave up popularity because he could gain a lot of popularity by media and by actually following the plan that other higher powers gave him. No, he sacrificed this for his own personal principles. He didn't try to be liked by everyone. Even if he wanted to, he couldn't. He had only one thing in mind, and he tried to win, period. Most coaches nowadays want comfort. That's why they're just chasing what likes, they're chasing new strategies, they're chasing the opinion of others, and they don't stick with their own plan because they chase this popularity, they chase the comfort, and they chase the feeling of being liked. And that's why some of them end up being popular, but they end up being broke. I know many people who have tens of thousands of subscribers and they're making just a couple of $100, some of them a couple of $1,000s from their businesses. While I have clients basically with less than 100 followers. For example, John, one of my clients who is a fitness coach, has less than 2,000 Facebook friends and he built his business to $10,000 a month. I even have an interview with him on my channel because we didn't focus on popularity. We focused on success. We focused on winning and getting clients, which meant that John was okay with not being liked by everyone. He spoke the truth. He spoke about the method he has to achieve results for his clients, and he stayed true to this. Yep, he got hate, but he was comfortable with this. He was comfortable with the sacrifice he made before he actually had comfort with his business, which is something he has right now. Predictable clients coming every month. Leadership requires sacrifice. I want you to remember this. Comfort is what will kill your business, especially in the situation that you are right now. You might think that you're comfortable with the strategy you have. You might think that your business is working, kinda, but every system face entropy, and sooner or later your system or your business will do too. And if you don't have this fundamental knowledge, which is something that I teach my clients, you will not be able to thrive under this pressure and under these bad conditions, which is actually what made Churchill such a great person, remembered from everyone. His dark side, being able to thrive under chaos when everything was not going according to plan, because he had the firm belief in the plan he had and he understood how to build a plan that actually works.